Happy birthday! Yeah. What you were doing in 1965? Well, you were being born, right?
I was being born, yeah. My name is Jim Bonfield. I live on Camano Island, and I've been on the island for almost 50 years.
Hi there, I'm Joanne Drewson, and I worked with Jim from 2002 to 2006. I was working for Total Living Concept at the time under a person-to-person grant with Island County.
I'm Mike Etzel and the Developmental Disabilities Coordinator in Island County.
My role was to really help folks that wanted to get employment to do that in the community and or find ways to contribute and be a part of the community.
You also really liked to keep up with things, right?
Right.
In the newspaper.
Yeah.
I think the big thing was that the local news, nobody could have access to it unless they could read it visually, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. One of the dreams I have for myself and the whole community for Camano and Stanwood is I think it would be a good idea to have the news on tape.
I think one of the reasons why everybody liked your idea so much was there's a lot of people that have vision issues as they get older.
Yeah.
And that, so it was really helpful to a lot of different people in the community. And I think it was a pretty innovative idea at the time.
I heard you say, that was my dream.
Yeah.
And I think when people share their dreams, it changes things. And that's one of the ways that you got people kind of on board.
Do you want to just share a little bit about that, how this whole thing got started?
Well, Jim, how did you get started?
The first place we went was the Stanwood Camano newspaper, where Dave Pekin used to be the Stanwood Camano editor.
Who brought you in?
My second job coach, Joanne Drewson. At first, the Stanwood Lions Club had a board meeting. They had to vote on it first, and they had to decide if they wanted to vote yes or no, and they were all in favor for it. And then we had to get some of the city people, and then we had to talk to our Island County commissioners. They were very supportive too.
Jim, you already knew all the Island County commissioners.
And often, Jim, they would ask me about, hey, there's this fellow on Camano. and typically it was you, Jim.
On June 3rd, 2003, we got the news on tape for everyone in the community. It was my idea, but everyone in the community was a part of it.
And so basically the Lions sort of took it on right at the senior center. They would read the little newspaper.
Right. Each person would take a turn, and we had a tape recorder that the senior center let us have, and they would read it right into the tape recorder. First, we would package the tapes, and then they had some kind of a machine that would do the wrapping, and then they would put the cassette tape in, and then all the shipping and mailing was all free to anyone.
Jim, it sounds a lot like a win-win.
Yeah.
Right? The Lions win, the community wins, your dream, kind of advances. That's pretty good stuff.
We only had the news on tape about 7 years, from 2003 to 2010.
What was it like for you being able to get the newspaper?
Oh, I loved it. It was great. I enjoyed it. The readers have come to me at my Lions meeting, and they still miss it today. They miss listening to the news on tape.
How did you get recruited to be a Lions member?
I got recruited 3 times.
My memory was that you were hesitant about something new.
Right. Well, most people who know me in the Stanwood Camano Island know that I don't like changes, and so I wasn't quite sure, because most clubs don't know how to treat a person who's blind or disabled or handicapped, so I was kind of hesitant, and I talked to my mom, and I talked several times with Joanne, and so I decided to join, since I enjoy the fellowship and all the activities I'm really involved. When we first got the news on tape, Joanne got me to speak at the Mount Vernon Hillside Matter, and that's where I started speaking. 2 years ago, the Camano Island Soapbox Derby, they invited our Lions Club to go to a soapbox on Camano, and I got to speak. Something really exciting that happened is I got to teach a class on blind manners. So most people don't know about blind manners, like your manners, please and excuse me, and not to run in front of the person, So I got to teach on different blind manners, and I was really excited to do that. My goal is with Amanda is that we want to do more speaking engagements, because I really enjoy speaking. I joined the Lions Club in October 7th, 2003. I enjoy it because I like the fellowship and I like all the good food. I also enjoy the activities, which I'm really involved in. And I lead the prayer the first and third Wednesday, and we have all kinds of activities that I'm really involved with.
You're a board member.
Yes.
Then you're also a member of the Sight and Hearing Committee. And then you're also a member of the Sight and Hearing Foundation of Snohomish County. That's a big organization that helps other Lions clubs attain glasses and hearing aids also. So one of the things individually that I do with Jim, and we really have a lot of fun doing it, is we go crabbing. Now, the first time I took Jim out, he's sitting in the back of the boat, and I'm rowing the boat, and I'm thinking, this is a little hard. I'm rowing the boat, and Jim's extra weight with me, and so we gotta kind of get on this together. So I was rowing the boat, and I said, okay, Jim, lift your hands up. Now find the oars. I said, when I pull, you push. And so we rowed the boat out to the crab traps and pulled up the crab traps. He helped me. I said, I'm not going to get to pull all these crab traps up for you, Jim, so take a hold of this rope. So he grabbed the rope. I gave you gloves, though.
Right, you gave me gloves to squids.
And why did I give you gloves, mainly?
So they won't sting my hands.
Yes. So the what is it? The jellyfish.
Right, jellyfish.
Would sting your hands, right?
Right.
So did I do it the first time, or did we get our hands stung?
You did it the first. Oh no, the first time we got our hands.
Oh yeah, we got. Okay, so I adapted to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we pulled all the crabs up, and then you trusted me because I grabbed one of the crabs and I said, okay, lift your hand up here and just, you got to trust me, Jim. Mm-hmm. And I was holding on to the claws so he couldn't get Jim, and he touched the crab all over it. That was kind of an experience, huh?
I love that, yeah.
Another adventure that you did, which I was part of, and I didn't know he was going to do it, but Colette and Andy, they have a martial arts gymnasium up in Anacortes. And so they invited us up there, and I was so surprised. They didn't have you in there, but for like 20 minutes, and you were breaking boards with your hands. Yep. and kicking boards in with your feet.
Yeah. Some people will ask me sometimes, what's my social life like? Because I don't sit home not doing anything. I don't sit all day and watch TV. I'm busy just about every day. And my other friend that belongs to my Lions Club, Jim Foster, he and I every month we go bowling.
You have your regular club meetings twice a month, but then you're part of the committees and the task forces.
Yeah.
So how do you get to those?
When I first joined 22 years ago, I had 4 different drivers. They would rotate, but now some of my Lions are getting up there where they can't do the driving. So my friend Dennis Hallgaard, he picks me up, and if he can't do it, then John's in charge, and either he'll do it or someone will come and pick me up.
It doesn't surprise me that given the Lions and the nature of Camano, right?
Yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah.
First of all, you were a big mover and shaker.
Yeah.
So you got noticed in the community.
Yep.
And then an organization invited you to join.
Right.
So that doesn't always happen, but
Nope.
it just shows the more that you contribute, the more you're known as somebody that would be a good person to be part of an association.
Right.
So there's that, how you got invited. But I think also my memory is I didn't really have to do very much, whereas I think other people that I've worked with, I've had to do quite a bit to make sure that they were feeling welcomed and had a role and were participating.
Right.
Whereas the Lions did that pretty naturally, don't you think?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for the Lions Club. It gets me involved, and most clubs don't do the same things our Lions Club do. Like, they always make sure I have a ride, and they're always friendly, and they're very helpful to me, and that's what I like.
You know what I like, Jim? I like your appreciation.
Oh, thank
you. It comes both ways, my friend, both ways. We love you.
Well,
So.
thank you. I love you too.
So Jim, just to clarify, you said you joined in '03.
You're right.
So then we are literally 22 years in.
Right, this October.
Yeah. Wow. Who'd have thunk from your dream of getting the news on tape, the local newspaper on tape, would lead to multiple decades of being an asset for the Lions?
Yes.
You're the man.
Thank you.